So if you're a total game novice, like, are you going to understand how to play this or what's going on, or do you have to be like a gamer to be able to hop in?
It's gonna be really hard for someone new to games to like just jump in, because there's a lot of FPS, like first person shooter mechanics that are in the game that if you're not familiar with those, then
Rita said that she can't use the keyboard and the mouse at the same time, I believe. Is that right? Didn't you say that?
I've never even actually played a computer game.
That's what she means by novice.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a hard time. So this game was definitely made for us developers. We made this for ourselves first, and kind of, you know,
I'll start her off at Minecraft,
and they will come type of mentality. But yeah, if you're very interested in the idea, willing to learn the mechanics, if you're just starting off with keyboard and mouse, first person shooter controls, you might have a hard time. I remember teaching my dad how to play Medal of Honor back in the day, and he's just holding W down and then moving the mouse. He doesn't really know what he's doing. Now he could destroy me in a video game.
Nice.
But you gotta, if you're interested enough, you'll learn, type of thing. But it could be kind of hard.
There are starter games. We could try Minecraft first. That would be a perfect game to start on, I believe.
Minecraft's pretty complicated, isn't it? Like,
well, the movement is all pretty easy.
The movement's actually the same as Horror Legends. I don't know if there's a crouch button, but it's WASD and mouse and keyboard, right?
Do you double click W to go faster, or?
Do you have to hit shift? Multiple letters at the same time?
Yeah, but you don't look at them. It becomes muscle memory.
Yeah, and that's the hard part. Once you kind of learn where all the buttons are, you're like, once you get used to WASD, everything else kind of falls into place.
Yeah.
But you're like, here, use the keyboard to move. You're like, I'm just going to press random buttons to move. Like, it doesn't make sense. Just a bunch of buttons.
Do you have to press WASD all at the same time?
No. W is forward, S is stop or backwards.
Okay.
A and D are left and right, and you can strafe also.
It's like you look at your arrow keys and just imagine them as WASD, and move them. And the reason why they moved them over to the left of the keyboard, because you have Q and E. They're very accessible for other functions like pressing F. A lot of early games used the arrows at first, but realized that the button layout wasn't as optimal for.
And also your hands are close together, and that's annoying.
Yep.
Because your keyboard's here and the mouse is here. It's better to be like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm so used to video game mechanics that I took a typing class in high school and it was pretty good. But now when I type, my memory comes from video game keys. If I put my 3 fingers on W, A, and D, I know where every key is on the keyboard pretty much.
Me too. I feel like a lot of modern keyboards even have those buttons, like they have like little bumps on them, so you can find them without even looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours probably does, Rena, because you said it was a gaming laptop. Does it have little dots on the W, A, and D? Like,
actually,
are WSD like different colors or something?
No, it actually doesn't. It has a bump on the F.
Okay, well, it might be old school then.
Well, we also have controller support, so you can use an Xbox controller or any controller for that matter.
Yeah, but who would do
I can't use that either.
No, that's,
yeah,
that's not good. I don't like that. I don't like controllers at all,
especially for shooters. But it works really well for Horror Legends.
Oh, okay.
It's not completely supported, so you might want to use the keyboard to get through some menus. Again, that would be a lot of additional coding work to get it to work completely, but it's there if you really want it, and you can rebind all your keys. So
oh god,
yeah, if you really wanted to change everything, use the arrows. If you wanted to go real old school.
yeah Oh god. I had a friend that took his A and D and moved it to Q and E, and that's how he played. It was like crazy, and he used A and D as Q and E. Like he just swapped them. I'm like, first, what made you even think of doing that? First of all, but
like, yeah, it seems weird. Like your hands, my fingers don't really rest like that. They rest like that.
Yeah, it was weird. It was odd, but yeah, he loves it.
He's got a different build,
Yeah,
it's more comfortable for him. His middle finger isn't as long, or I don't know.
Rena's imagining herself play.
I'm like looking at the key. Yeah, I'm like.
It's a lot. Yeah, computer games can be really intimidating at first.
It is a lot.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, we have to play a game.
As long as you don't mind me like cursing the whole time, and yet like
That's kind of what.
anytime when I was younger, somebody tried to get me to play a game, because again, I was not allowed to have video games. So then when I'd play them, I didn't really know how. I didn't know just button mash everything, and then you get mad because you don't know the buttons. And then and then like as an adult, when someone tries to teach me games, I'm just like,
It's
making me
panic-inducing.
angry. Why do I want to invest time into this? Like, I feel like you have to connect with it as a kid, like to like it as an adult. Is that true? Do you think? Or
That's interesting. I don't really know. I think
I think it
there's
can help.
something. I think people like playing games, even if they're not video games. Like people like playing board games and like hide and seek as kids. That interest kind of transfers over into video games, and video games just allow you to do so much more without, hurting yourself, like playing a sport or whatever. But I don't know. It depends on what you want, what you're interested in. Like for me, I like, I guess playing, Ghost in the Graveyard as a kid really stuck with me.
Oh,
And now
I
really
loved that game.
want to make a game that kind of it feels like that again. But it all depends on what you're interested in.